Alright YouTube, so it's a bit of an intended film in here because it's not really much of a job, but I thought I might as well film it anyway. So I bought, I've been umming and ahhing about getting a Type R badge on the front of the car. I'm trying to decide whether I like it or not. It's obviously got one on the back. It's got the decals or stickers, whatever you want to call them, on the sides down by the sill, or the what are they called? The side skirts. So I decided to just get a cheap one off eBay to go on the front. So this is it. It comes with these, so you screw in the threaded bit in the back and then you feed it through, well the idea is you feed it then through the grille and then put the plates in the nuts at the back. It's obviously been sitting on someone's shelf for ages because it's quite rusty. That's beside the point, because these don't fit through the grille, so I don't want to sort of force them through, because if I ever take it off it's going to look a bit shit then. I've got these, well, I don't know, you might not notice it, but I don't want to do that anyway. And besides, the bit on the back where those threaded bits screw in, they don't fit into the grille either, so it kind of sits out like that much. So I don't know, it's a bit of a bodge, but what I'm going to do is grind off those two bits, and then I know some people glue them on, but I don't really want to glue it on. So what I might do is see if it holds it tight enough if I get a really small cable tie, which goes, trying to point it out there, goes sort of almost vertical, that diagonal bit in that tiny little gap there. Whether that be enough to hold it onto the grill sufficiently, we'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen, eh? But what I might do first, what I usually do with the Beamer when I replace the various wheel badges, I guess you want to call them, the little hub badges and the front one on the bonnet. So I might lacquer it first, might make it last a little bit longer. So I'll do that. So I ended up dremeling it in the end. I think angle grinder was a bit overkill. So I've just got that, the lacquer drying at the moment. So it's not the best job I've ever done. It's certainly not the worst bodge I've ever done. So we just got that one cable tie, which is about 3mm wide, I reckon. It's pretty solid. A little bit of movement, but it's pretty solid. A bit awkward. You have to make sure you get the cable tie the right way around on the back so that when you sort of pull the end upwards, it's tightening up. So I just put my arm through the middle bit. So I've undone this and pulled this out. It gives you an extra 10mm or so to grab hold of it and pull it with all your might. I imagine there'll be a lot of people going, ah, it looks shit because you haven't done it properly, but there we are. I mean, it even looks alright from that distance. We're not that far away from it. So my cheap Type R badge was too good to be true, as you'd expect, and the red bit on this R has come off. So I might as well try. I've got some red paint. Where is it? Some smooth red. Hammerite. So I thought I can't hurt if I just try and paint that R with a little paintbrush, see how it looks. So yeah, ideally you'd want to rough up the bits inside, but it's a bit tricky without damaging the edging on it. So I'm going to try and just paint directly to the surface. May have to do loads and loads of coats, but I'll give it a go, see what happens. Well, so I've done one coat. It's probably not going to look brilliant, but what I should have done was bought another one of these cheapo Type R badges and pulled the bit off that's missing off this and just glued it straight on. So I should have just not been a tight arse and actually bought an official one rather than buying a cheapo one. So I've done another coat now. Seems to look more orangey on this phone for some reason. So I must admit, this isn't actually looking quite as bad as I thought it would be. I've probably done about, I don't know, 4 coats so far. It's a bit fiddly, you need a really small paintbrush for it. But yeah, it actually looks right. So the moral of the story is to either buy an official one which isn't going to fall apart, or if you do buy a cheaper one, maybe ping, well at least with these ones, ping the red bit out, then glue it back in so it's not going to fall out and disappear. Oh well, I think I'll keep it for a while until I can bring myself to spend however much it is on an authentic one. So sorry for the low budget content. I'm actually going to be dusting the wallet off and buying some decent kit for the FN2, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.